tap, tap, tap. That just went everywhere. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a full-fledged get ready with me / makeup tutorial / Q&A session. A few days ago I did ask for any questions that anybody felt like they wanted to ask, or some things that they felt like they wanted to know. I'm going to answer those questions in this video, so let's get into it. My very first product that I like to use on my face before I begin, it is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And the point of primer is, it helps your makeup stay on. This is what will, that dripped, but this is what will help that makeup just stay on throughout the day, and you don't have to worry about it like sliding all over the place or what have you. Question that I got asked is what are my favorite makeup products? So this whole video is going to feature everything that I feel is my favorite makeup product that I've gotten so far, like of that version. Now I haven't used very many brands and things like that, so this is just my favorite so far. I'm sure I'll probably have others, but for right now, this is everything that I'm going to be using. But for right now, everything that I'm using is my favorite. So to start off, I have this e.l.f. brow lift, and this is going to lift the brows like it says, and also hold them in place. It holds the little hairs in place. I only really do this when my eyebrows aren't done, which you can see they are not. So it just kind of helps me shape them a little bit more. You can take any spoolie. I take a random spoolie from a NYX brow pencil, because the spoolie I had, that was a spoolie by itself, it broke. So yeah, this is how I do mine. I go up, then if you can't see, the hairs are a little straggly at the top, so then I take the same brush and I just go like this, so it pushes them down. You see how that one I look crazy, but you see how that one is lifted and this one is very bland. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. This also helps for the girls who want that like microbladed look. Is that what they call them? Like the permanent eyebrows? I feel like that helps with that a lot. I'm going to line them with concealer. I am going to be using the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and the color I have is Caramel. This is what the tube looks like. Obviously it'll have words, but I've had mine for a while. So I just take like a brush like this. I don't know, I really think this is like an eyeshadow brush. I've used it, so, but I just take it and wipe it from off the, like this, and I just like this. Now I don't really have a trick for doing this. I just kind of use, you know when you get your eyebrows waxed, you can kind of tell like where the hairs are growing in. So I just kind of use the line of where the hairs are growing in. That's where I put my concealer, to kind of cover those hairs. So now I'm going to take this brush here. This is a Real Techniques brush, and it is the number 257. I'm gonna take this and just swipe down, pat and swipe. So it's like pat, swipe is really what I'm doing. I'm just doing it quickly, but that's the motion, pat, swipe. And I bring it down onto my eyelid as well. Don't be afraid to do that. After I do that, I sometimes feel like you can see my skin through my eyebrow. So I just take a NYX brow pencil and just draw little lines, draw little lines. And this also has helped me too, like if I go too much over the brow with the concealer and it's giving, y'all know what I'm talking about, when you put too much concealer and you cover up your eyebrow, it ends up looking crazy. But this also gives you a chance to kind of like draw that back on. So that's kind of what I do here too. And I also give myself, I kind of like I got a little tail already, but I promise you I don't. So I just give myself a little tail. Now that my brows are done, I move on to the base of my makeup. So this is what I like to do. I mix 2 concealers. The concealer that I use for my brows, and then the e.l.f. concealer in the color medium neutral. Now this is what I mainly use, but I use this for right under my eyes to give that bright under eye look that is trending right now. So this is where I put it. Right here under my eye. That's how that first concealer goes on. And I go over it with the lighter one, not too much though, and I go under the eye. I also do this color as well on my nose, and I bring it up into my forehead a little tiny bit. Like I said, not too much, because it really can drastically change your look. Like, because it is so bright, you don't want to give ghosts, you know what I'm saying? Alright, and then I let that sit. While I'm letting that sit, I put my foundation on. For me, I don't put foundation all over my face. I only put it on my cheeks. And the foundation I use is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour foundation, and my color is Mocha. This is my favorite foundation because I feel like I've used several, and I do mean several, foundation brands, and this is the only one that I feel literally matched my skin. It matched my skin, so I'm sticking to it. I put my foundation on my hand, and then I swirl, and then swirl here. So while I'm doing that, I had 2 people ask me what's my dream vacation. My dream vacation for seems like as long as I've been alive has been Paris, France. A lot of people think, you know, Paris has bed bugs, Paris stinks, Europeans are dirty, they don't have good hygiene. Well, I believe that, I'm still gonna go. Let me tell you, I've had an obsession with Paris since I was little. Anytime I got new bedroom decor, Eiffel Tower, Paris. Even in here, I literally have an Eiffel Tower in here. I think this holds like that smell good stuff, but I just have it sitting in my bathroom. Nothing's gonna stop me. So in general, like, I feel like a European tour would be. Oh, also my brush is the NYX foundation brush. It's the number 37. e.l.f. has a really good foundation brush too. I use that as well. Really, I have both and I use both interchangeably. It's just whichever one I get my hand on at the moment. And NYX found its way to me first, so that's what I'm using. Now that that's on, I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush in the number 402 and blend in my concealer. Just recently got this brush, but when I tell you I will never go back to a beauty blender, I'll never go back. Never ever. This gives you the most like seamless look. I feel like beauty blenders a lot of time take a lot of product off of your face rather than putting it onto your face, so it doesn't really do the job how you need it to. But a brush, I'm telling you, what truly motivated me to pursue content creation. So a little backstory, I have actually been interested in content creation since I was about 13 years old. That's when I discovered Aaliyah J, Jackie Aina, Jayla Corian, and Kennedy Simone. I believe her name at the time was simply Kennedy. Those were like my holy grail. With your concealer, bring it down as well. And I'm also gonna put it, I'm also gonna blend it into my eyelid. Watching those ladies, like, they were such an inspiration because I'm just like, they're literally just sitting here talking to a camera and helping people, and they're doing it so confidently. Like, I was like, there's no way I could ever do that. Like, there's no way. But when I say watching those ladies literally helped build my confidence, and it helped me with my makeup, my hair, fragrances, just how I feel about myself in general. And once I started doing that, I had people around me who would ask, oh, how did you do this? What do you think about this? Can you help me with this? Just like, this is something that I can get into. Like, I feel like people really value my opinion. People really value how I do things, and what I think about things. So I just felt like content creation was perfect, because not only does it allow me to help people out with what they may need, I feel like it also just helps me. It's like I'm living out my passion. I really do like to help people. So the fact that I have the opportunity now to like help people with things I like to do on a regular, which is hair, makeup, fashion, travel tips, like things like that. So the fact that content creation gives you the space to do that, and it gives you the space to do it freely too. And it's like, I like it because there's no rules. I feel like content creation is the one thing where it's really no rules. You do what you want to do. There's no right or wrong. You do what you want to do. And I feel like also in a lot of fields of work, you have to specifically do certain things, and you also can get fired for not doing it right. When it comes to content creation, baby, you're your own boss, and can't nobody tell you how to run your own business / your own channel, your own social medias, you know, etc., etc. My family, they're all entrepreneurs. My mom, my dad, and my oldest brother are entrepreneurs. So I just feel like having a regular job, being on somebody's job, just was not in the cards for me. Like content creation, like it gives me the space to be me, to help people out, and to do it at my own pace, and to do it with no judgment and no rules. And I feel like that's the most freeing career that anybody could have. You may be thinking, girl, you look a little light right now, but it's okay because we're gonna warm the face back up. I am going to take this Revolution contour stick. It has a contour on one side and a highlight on the other side. Don't know where it's from, but it is by Makeup Revolution. My best friend gave it to me. So what I'm going to do is take this brush from Real Techniques. It is a number 258. It is flat at the top, so remember that it's flat. This is what it looks like. I'm going to go just like this. We're gonna start contouring. Now, a while ago, my friend who does makeup told me to go from like the middle of your ear down, up here, and then of course the same way, the same thing this way. So we're going to do, where do you want to be at in life in 3 years? Let me tell you, I no longer have answers for questions like this, and let me tell you why. When I was like 20, like 18, 19, 20, one of the main things they ask you in school, or one of the main things I got asked a lot is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself after college? Like, what are your aspirations for after college? And baby, let me tell you something. When I was in high school and college, you cannot tell me at age 25 I wasn't going to be married, I wasn't going to have a baby with one on the way, I wasn't going to be a successful businesswoman. Like, you cannot tell me. Ask me what I'm doing now. Working a regular 8 to 5, doing content creation on the side, and other than having a good job, I don't have none of the other things. So I feel like when you I feel like it's good to have goals and to work towards something, but I don't want to put a time limit on it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's this saying that I've heard somebody say, I don't know where it came from, but they say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So I no longer really plan anything according to a certain time frame, because that's just not how that works. That's not how life works. That's not how the Lord works. And you cannot put a time frame on his plan for you. I have certain goals, of course, and there's nothing wrong with having goals, but like I said, I don't put a time frame on it. What advice would you give your past and your future self? My past self, I would tell her, girl, you're amazing. You do not have to try and alter yourself to fit in with anybody, because you're so great that people will be drawn to you. You do not have to change yourself to fit in with those people. And I would tell myself, don't be afraid. Like, literally just do it. I wanted to start a YouTube when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. And if you know me, I have videos and pictures of stuff from around that time period. And I felt like it was kind of made fun of. Not, I wouldn't say made fun of, but it was like lame. Like, oh, why is she recording anything? Like, why is she trying to build an aesthetic on her page? Why, you know, all these different things. And I just feel like if I had started content creation, started my YouTube when I wanted to, who knows where I would have been now. That was so long ago. Not so long ago, because I'm only 24. But that was so long ago. It's like, girl, you blocked your own blessing. You stopped your own bag by being worried about what other people were saying, what other people were thinking. Girl, them people. That's what I'll tell myself. Now my future self, it's hard to say because I don't know where I'll be. But definitely would say, of course, just proud of you, proud of what you're going to be doing, proud of where you will be, and that's all I can say because I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I did the ear, from the ear down, around, and on the sides of my nose, and I also brought it a little bit up into my eyes. It's giving flawless application. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder, and I'm putting it everywhere I have concealer. So, and I'm also using like a triangle puff, and I dab any excess off onto my arm so that it doesn't get like splotchy on my face. And I don't swipe it, because if you swipe it, you know you can move the makeup, which I don't want to do. So I'm just gonna start in the corner and so then I'm also going to take this Morphe translucent rich setting powder, and I'm going to put it where my foundation is. I'm going to take this e.l.f. complexion brush, dab, 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 but tap, tap, tap. So another question I got was, am I seeing anybody? Girl, am I? I've been with the same man for 6 years of my life. If you did not know, I have a boyfriend. I'm gonna put pictures of us because people always ask to see him. So here's gonna be pictures of him right here. We've been together it's our 6th year being together. We've been together since we were 18 years old. The same person also asked me, do I live by myself? No, I do not live by myself. I live with my boyfriend. We've lived together not for a super long time, but we have lived together. That same person also asked me, have I ever lived by myself? When I was a freshman in college, I had a roommate. It was just it was 2 of us. And then my sophomore year, I had an apartment. It was me and 3 of my friends. And then when COVID hit of our spring 2020 semester, I actually moved back home, but I did not move back home with my mom. I moved back home with my brother. Then after that, I've had an apartment with 1 other roommate, which was basically like living by myself because we were never there at the same times. So that was basically like living by myself. But to sum that up, I never really lived in one place just with me and no roommate. But I haven't been living with my mom. I haven't lived with my mom since 2019. So take that how you will. I take that as living by myself. Aside for the time that I was with my brother. But other than that, I've been living by myself in an apartment for a while now. Now we are going to move on to eyeshadow. I have the Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals Morphe palette. Now I'm not a big eyeshadow girly. I'm not even about to lie to you and say that I am, because I'm not. But I do think I do pretty decent looks, so I'm gonna show you what I do. I like to go in, and my palette is so dirty, y'all. So up in this area, I use this brush. This is from Morphe, and listen, disclaimer, I'm also sure I don't use the right brushes, but this is what works for me, so this is what I'm gonna do. I use this brush, and I take the Use Good Vibes 12 up in here. I also feel like sometimes I don't do it super heavy because I'm scared of using too much product, so I often have to go back in and do it again, just so that it'll show up better. But again, I'm not a big eyeshadow girly, so I don't want it to show up a whole lot anyway. I'll do the same on this side. Now take this brush. I have no idea what brush this is. I've had it for years. I don't know if it came in a set. I don't even know if it's really a brand, but I've been using this brush for years because it does what it needs to do. Same palette, and I take the color Just Barely, which is lighter, and I put that on the main lid. Now for this, I don't swirl, I pat. I feel like with this brush and this color, that's just what does better for me. I have another brush that is similar to the first brush. It's a Morphe brush as well. Going with a gold birthday suit. Swirl that one. Put that on my lid also. That's it for eyeshadow because I'm not a big eyeshadow person. Now we're going to take our eyeliner. I don't put eyeliner on my top lid, on my top lash line, because I'm horrible at it. I've never been good at it, so I just don't do it. I feel like I don't need it, so I don't do it. But I do put it on my waterline. Hopefully you guys can see. I just put it right on my waterline. And it is called a waterline, so your eye is gonna water, so beware. And this eyeliner, it says oh, it's Absolute New York Glide and Glam Gel Eyeliner. Now we put on our lashes. Now I don't really have a tutorial for putting on lashes because I just do it, okay? So my lashes are from Amazon. I'm going to link them in my description box. So you use whatever glue, whatever lashes you have, but this is the step where I put my lashes on. Do make sure though that you're putting your lashes on the right eye. Now my lashes don't have like a right and left, but a lot of pairs of lashes do. So make sure you're putting the lashes on the right eye so that you don't look wonky. I don't even know how to explain this, so I'm sorry if the explanation isn't great, but I don't know, I just put my lash on. Try to start from the corner, place it, and then the middle. What to do is do my blush. This is the Juvia's Place blush. And it is in the color Soft Tulip. It's like a pink. It's like a pink, like a light pink and a peach had a baby. Now, let me tell you something. With this blush, I'm telling you, do not put a whole lot. Do not put a whole lot. Do not. So I smile to put mine on. Then I take another miscellaneous brush. And also, so I want more pink. So I'm gonna go on with another Juvia's Place. This is their powder. Their powder blush, and I use this pink here to make it more pinky. So that's the look with the blush. Now I'm gonna go grab my lip products, and that'll be it. So let me grab those. I use different colors for my lippies, but I'm going to start with a lip liner. It's not sharpened, and I don't have a sharpener. Don't judge. But it is from Modern Aesthetic and is in the color Mood. I go over with Lava Cake by NYX. And then this lippy is also by Modern Aesthetic in the color Bellini. And I'll put this all over. I also go over with this lippy from Modern Aesthetic in the color It Girl. So I just put like in the center. And then to finish it all off, of course, I take my setting spray. It is the Morphe Mini Continuous Setting Mist. And then you just then you let that dry, let that dry, let that dry. Finished look. I always feel myself after I do my makeup. I don't know if it's because I'm on camera or what, but I feel like this is the best I've ever done my makeup. And it's like, get ready with me, but I'm not even going nowhere. I just wanted to do the video. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do want more videos like this, please let me know. If you have any other video ideas that you prefer me to do, please let me know that as well. But if you did stay this long, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.